Once upon a time, in a quaint little diner nestled on the corner of a sleepy town, there unfolded a story that would sprinkle a dash of inspiration into the hearts of those fortunate enough to witness it. This tale is known as a dish of ice cream. It was a scorching summer's day, the kind that makes the pavement sizzle beneath your feet, and even the air seems to melt. In this sweltering setting, a young boy no older than 7, with tousled hair and eyes as bright as a midsummer's day, wandered into the diner. His face was flushed and his lips parched as he approached the counter where an amiable waitress named Sarah stood, ready to serve with a warm smile. The boy mustered all the courage his small frame could afford and asked, "Ma'am, may I please have a dish of ice cream?" Sarah, her eyes reflecting the weariness that comes with years of service, looked at the boy's hopeful eyes. She knew all too well that life can be a relentless dessert, often parching the soul as much as it does the throat. "Of course, sweetheart," she replied with a kindness that seemed to radiate from her very core. "But what flavor would you like?" The boy hesitated for a moment, contemplating the choices before him. Finally, he settled on a simple vanilla. Sarah scooped a generous portion into a dish, and as she placed it in front of him, she couldn't help but ask, "Would you like some chocolate syrup or sprinkles on top?" The boy's eyes widened with excitement. "Yes, please, both." Sarah drizzled chocolate syrup and sprinkled rainbow-colored jimmies over the ice cream, transforming it into a work of art. As she handed it to the boy, she said, "Enjoy, little one." The boy's face lit up like a star in the midnight sky. He eagerly dug into his ice cream, his happiness bubbling over with every bite. But here's where the story truly shines. The boy, after taking a few bites, noticed something unusual about his ice cream dish. It had a small dent in the edge, as if it had been dropped and then carefully patched up. He gently tapped Sarah's shoulder and pointed to the dish, saying, "Ma'am, your dish is broken." Sarah looked at the imperfection and smiled, a twinkle in her eye. "You see, young man, that dish was indeed broken, but I decided to keep it. It reminds me that even when we've been hurt or damaged, we can still hold something beautiful, like this ice cream." The boy's innocent heart absorbed this lesson like a sponge soaks up water. He finished his ice cream, thanked Sarah, and left the diner with a pocketful of wisdom that no textbook could ever offer. As he stepped back into the sweltering heat, he couldn't help but smile, not just because he had savored the most delicious ice cream he had ever tasted, but because he had been served a scoop of life's most profound truths by a waitress with a heart as sweet as the ice cream she served. In the end, a dish of ice cream isn't just about a delightful treat to cool a young boy on a hot summer's day. It's a story about the transformative power of kindness, the beauty of embracing imperfections, and the warmth that spreads when we share a piece of our hearts with others. It reminds us that in the simplest of moments, we can find the most profound lessons, and in the most ordinary of actions, we can create extraordinary ripples of joy. So go ahead, my friends, and share a dish of ice cream with the world. You never know whose heart you might touch and whose life you might inspire on this sweltering journey we call life.